if you could explain what is the crack?
Hey, the crack.
How can I have the crack? What's the crack?
What is the crack? You are the crack.
Welcome back to the next episode of Audio Crack. Like and subscribe if you can. We are on a road trip. We are down. We just went from New York and now we are in Denver. We crossed the continental U.S. and I'm here with a very special guest. Very special guest. My man, my roommate at one time, Ben Mintz. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. It feels like old times a little bit, except instead of Hoboken, New Jersey, we're currently recording this from a hotel in Golden, Colorado at midnight, but Whitey's here. It's like old times. Your dog's here chilling.
Yeah, dude, he's chilling.
He was pumped to see me, too.
He had a hard time crossing country, I have to say, because it's been a huge heat wave. So he was doing hard. I mean, it was like 100 degrees the whole way. So every time he hopped out the car and we were getting gas, you know, he was hopping out. He was trying to do his business, but he got a little sunburn and his eyes swole up.
Oh, no.
No, straight up. We were in Topeka, Kansas. Shout out Topeka. We were out there and his eyes swole up. So like when you're in the front of the car and he's in the back of the car, you know, he's panting, but we like cool the car down. You're not thinking about it. But then once you get to where you're going, we get into the hotel and he goes in and like his eyes are bulging out of their sockets. It was actually terrifying.
That is terrifying.
It was actually terrifying. So I'm looking up what's going on. I immediately throw him into the bathtub, cold water, just like try to cool him down. Cause like, does this guy got a heat stroke? Like what's going on? So when bulldogs especially are panting, right? When they got to pant a lot, like,
Yeah.
So they scrunch up their faces, like their eyes get very constricted.
Okay.
So like their eyes start bulging out because like, it's like, and they're like, you know, panting and like they're scrunching up their cheeks just like you, like, hey, those at home, like scrunch up your cheeks, pant. You know what I'm talking about, but it just like puts major pressure on your eyes.
Okay.
So like his eyes started bulging. So like we put him in. He reacted really well to the cold water in the shower and he was chilling. But it was, you know, we were like, should we go to a vet? What are we going to do? But it was pretty touch and go. It was scary.
Damn, buddy's okay.
He's fine now.
He's chilling. He seemed like he was happy to see you when I walked in.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's actually doing real well. It's crazy because like this guy just chills in an apartment all day in AC. And I was like, this guy loves hiking. This guy loves adventures. And I was like, I'm going to take him across the country. Like, because.
And then the heat wave hit.
Heat wave was the absolute enemy of everything right now. Which, you know, we're battling it. Like, dude, it was literally, we rolled up in south of Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, and it was 100 degrees at 3 a.m.
Damn.
Actually, it wasn't 100. It was like 90 at 3 a.m., which is, I mean, I never thought about global warming. I was just like, hey, you know, is this real or is like what's going on? But it was pretty damn wild. I mean, roll up 9 degrees at 3 a.m. and you're trying to get a place in like some shitty hotel, you know, like it was basically, you know, less than a motel. But I mean, when you're trying to get your dog out, it was out there.
Damn. So this all started. So give you a little background here. I was reading Billy's blog about taking an adventure out west on Friday. And I read his blog and he was like, I'm getting in the car with Whitey and we're going to take it to America. It sounds like we're going from sea to shining shit sea.
Oh, hell yeah.
So when I saw that, I called him and I was like, well, is there a chance you're going to be in Denver on Sunday? And he was like, as a matter of fact, I could be there. And So I hit him with the Panic Red Rocks idea, and here we are recording 2 days later after I saw this blog.
Bro,
You've been all over America.
We've been like 3 days. So we went New York to Florence, Kentucky.
And it's like Cincinnati area.
Yeah, south of Cincinnati. It went there to Topeka, Kansas, and then went Topeka to Denver, Golden, Colorado. Actually, if I'm sounding like I'm slurring my words, it was just because I was in Golden, Colorado, and I was drinking some Coors Lights.
There you go. You
And
drink a lot of Coors Lights.
oh, they were slurping. They were going down like champagne. It was so smooth, dude. So if you drink a beer your whole life, right, and then you get to the source, and you drink the beer how it's supposed to be drank, and before you drink skunky beers, you're drinking like, and then you get it from the source, and you just, oh my god, they go down like water. It was water.
It's like that's where it's meant to be.
Like oh my god, like this is amazing beer. This is amazing beer, and that was Coors Light in Golden, Colorado. I can't even describe it any way else to be like
just a natural thing.
Oh, just
Sludging.
It was amazing.
Yeah, Billy had me. I believe we had like 4 of them between us two walking back. It was fun. I was carrying Billy's beers to the show tonight.
If you saw Ben Mintz carrying Coors Lights tonight, at the show Widespread Panic Sunday night, those were my beers. Okay. Those weren't Ben's.
And, I figured people would be like, "Oh, you're off the wax."
So I was like, "Yo, Ben, because Ben was trying to get." What kind of food you're getting at the?
I got some popcorn and some
So Ben
sparkling water. We're on the way, dude. You're proud. I'm on like day 19 or 20.
Ben was getting some popcorn, so I was like, "Yo, Ben, can you use your ID and like get 2 beers?" Like everyone at stadiums knows what I'm talking about. Like, "Yo, Ben, get 2 beers." So he got 2, and then I was stashing mine, and we had a great time, dude. Widespread Panic.
Shit was wild tonight, wasn't it?
Dude, wild.
Wild, bro.
Wild, dude.
You got the full deal tonight.
Dude.
The Sunday Red Rocks. Red Rocks, first of all, just being here, if you hadn't been to Red Rocks, I mean, it's like God's poetry.
Dude.
I mean, it is like the most beautiful. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been on the planet.
Oh, my God. Like, you're looking out Red Rocks, like, topography you couldn't even dream about. Like, you couldn't create topography like Red Rocks.
No.
You're hearing music you couldn't even believe. You're looking out. You're seeing the horizon.
The Denver skyline's 18 miles below.
Exactly. It's at altitude.
Yeah.
So you're getting buzzed no matter what you do. It was a beautiful situation that you could only be in if you were there.
Yeah, but the weather was perfect too. That's a lot of it too. And man,
dude, it was 100 degrees when we rolled in. That's not perfect weather.
Well, no, but it was nice. It still was a lot. Okay, you're right. But it was just sick. It was so much fun. We had a good crew. Billy got to hang out with some of my buddies that grew up in Monroe, Louisiana.
Dude, they were bros.
Yeah, we had one of them brought his 9-year-old daughter her first panic show tonight, and she was.
That was her first panic show?
Yeah. Dude, she was
hanging in there.
She was hanging in there.
He was wild, dude. Driving from New York.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Dude, we did 30 hours. New York to Cincinnati, Cincinnati to Topeka, Topeka to Denver. Drive on the horizon and just like, you're always looking at the horizon and seeing the Rocky Mountains poke up.
This is when you were in Kansas when you started seeing them?
Yeah, you just see the mountains and you're just like, oh shit. Like, what do you think Lewis and Clark thought?
I can't even imagine, yeah. When
they're crossing the country. Way slower than a fucking pickup truck. And they're on the horizon. They just start to see these mountains.
What? I mean, I would just...
Dude, that must have been wild.
So wild.
Dude,
early 1800s, right?
Yeah. Do you think like
what would you say if you were thinking about, like, you have no idea what any of this stuff, like, we live in this world now. 200 years.
Where you know everything.
No maps.
You know what sucks is like, if you don't know something, you're an idiot. It's like nothing is new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if you were crossing the country and you didn't know that the mountains were there, it was like, what the fuck? You never know the Rocky Mountains were right there. But like, think about this. If you were going cross country before any and you were with the pioneers, right?
Yeah, like hundreds of years ago.
You think they were doing psychedelics?
I feel like in the mountains it's possible.
You think they're eating cow shit?
I don't know.
You know the shrooms on the cow
I
shit?
feel like they're like going back into even like Christianity back in the day. There's like psychedelic use. I've seen talked about. I don't know. But I think it's possible.
Ben, let's go back. We're gonna go back because for people who are tuning in, they know Ben Mintz. But Ben, who is Ben Mintz?
It's a good question. He's a guy who tries to bring good energy to the world and be a positive person, and then I get out all over America and just try to enjoy myself. I don't know. Have a good time. I like to gamble a little bit, see some music, get out and do the thing.
Ben, where did you start?
Okay. I'm from Monroe, Louisiana. I've always kind of done my own thing. I've been out there my whole life. It kind of came from my childhood. It comes from my dad. My dad's coming to Chicago this week, by the way. 75th birthday.
How's he doing?
Dude, he's doing great.
75th?
Yeah, he's turning 75.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
Oh, hell yeah.
So he's turned 75, but he walks an hour a day. He's doing well. But I get all my manic, crazy energy from him. He's a nutbag.
Oh,
he's
hell
totally nuts. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I feel good.
Dude, I was literally gonna be like, we're gonna do the Ben Mintz like autobiography. Like that was in my head part of this. Like we're gonna do like this podcast. Like we're bros.
I feel like the thing is, Billy, we live by each other where we lived across the hall from each other in Hoboken. And, this feels like old times a little bit.
Dude, I want to say like...
Seeing Whitey when I come in, Whitey was all happy to
dude, catching up is sick, man. And honestly, you know what's amazing? Seeing Widespread Panic. Like, I used to come home 2 a.m., you're on the couch watching Widespread Panic concerts. And, I didn't really question it at the time. I was like, okay, like...
This dude just like something, yeah.
This guy, like this is what he likes. But like now that I saw it, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, so how does Panic like differ from like the Dead?
So they're just more they have a huge set list, like tons of songs. Every show's different. That's the whole thing why people keep coming back. But I just think they just rock a lot harder. Don't you think? Like, you've seen Panic of the Dead. Panic goes way harder, dude.
They go way goddamn
harder, dude. No, but I love the Dead too. The beauty of music is there's all kinds of different varieties. But thing is, the Panic thing just clicks with my personality because I'm a high energy guy, and they get the Southern culture thing, and it totally fits who I am. That's where I am, and so they've always clicked with me. I've been going for 20 years now.
So like Panic is way more Southern than the Dead. Dead's more West Coast.
Yeah. Panic's from Georgia, from UGA.
Yeah, I got that.
Cult following in the SEC, and then they're big. They've sold out though. Hey, 70 something Red Rock sellouts in a row, going back to '96.
Dude, Red Rock.
They have the longest Red Rock sellout streak.
Bro, there's 2 holes in the side. When you go into Red Rocks, look left. There's 2 holes in Red Rocks. I don't know if it's erosion. I don't know if it's magma, but there's 2 holes that like. Has anyone? This is a questionable thing, but like, has anyone ever been up there? I took a picture of them.
Okay.
So like, up there, it's wild. It's wild. Like, there is 2. It looks like erosion, but like you could fit multiple humans in there. Like if you
holes.
Yeah, like holes.
Like manholes or something.
It's literally caverns, dude. You could have like probably. It's the size of 2 RVs in the side of the Red Rocks rocks. So like you could have like a whole party in there. So I'm like, it looked like a skybox. So like if Red Rocks wanted to, they could do 2 huge MVP spots in these 2 holes. But like the whole time I was just looking at those holes. I was like, yo, is there anything going on up there? But it was just like a natural formation. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. I do. I get it. Dude, the Red Rock, what'd you think of Red Rocks overall?
Oh, beautiful.
And you said you've been up there hiking before, but that was the first time you've been to a concert.
Yeah, so I went there hiking. I ran. Actually, I was running. It was hiking, running, you know. But we were running around, and that was the first time I sat there and looked around, not running through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't rushing through it, but that was insane.
Yeah, I mean it's God's poetry, man. I don't know.
Dude.
It's just if you've never. I mean, I know most people have probably heard of it, but it isn't even what band you like. I mean, obviously we all have bands we like, but it's whatever band you like. Come out here and check it out. But it's
Dude,
like a spiritual experience out there, man.
You're looking at the Red Rocks, but then you have looked at the Red Rocks enough that you look out.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, the urban sprawl of Denver is right here.
Yeah.
And you're just looking at it.
Yeah, it's 18 miles. It's 18 miles below because you're in altitude.
Yeah.
You can just see it all.
Dude, the whole Great Plains is insane. Just because the sky is so huge over all of it. And things in Chicago, it doesn't hit like that. But once you get out from Chicago, Iowa, past Iowa, it just opens up. So going New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and then it wasn't Ohio, but once we hit Kansas, just the sky opens up like this huge monolith, and you just can see everything. The sky, the terrain in the Northeast is 80% of your view. But once you get past St. Louis, the sky becomes literally 60% of your worldview when you're driving.
Okay, I never thought of that, but you're right.
But it's
you're out in the flat because you're out in the open.
It's a big ass sky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You should have seen last night. It wasn't like this tonight. The moon last night at Red Rocks was the damnedest thing I've ever seen. It was like a split blood moon. And the clouds in the middle of it, so it looked like it was split, and then it ended up being a full moon. It was literally insane.
I saw that in Topeka. So last night I was in Topeka, Kansas, and I went to Hooters because it was the only place to get food, and across the street from my restaurant. So I was walking to it. I took a picture of it. It's on my Instagram. Wild.
I believe it. It's so beautiful.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I've been enjoying, we're about 7-8 months into the Chicago deal. It's been great. We've got a really good work culture. A lot of people I like in the office day to day. I'm enjoying living in Chicago. I live in West Loop, and finally got a nice place to live. Thank God.
Yeah, we were slumming in Hoboken.
Yeah, dude, I got a good spot now, so I'm enjoying that. It feels good. 41, finally got a good place I'm proud of. You're banging around the country for God knows how long, gambling and doing God knows what. So yeah, things are good. I'm getting ready, so I've got a really big stretch coming up. This Red Rocks is the beginning of it, but my dad, my old man's turning 75. He's coming up to Chicago with my sister and brother-in-law. We're going to Rolling Stones for 75th birthday at Soldier Field Thursday. So, I'm just done Panic Red Rocks and hitting Stones next week. But we're doing it big in Chicago. We're going to a really good steakhouse. Then we're going to Vivette's Wednesday night. Amazing spot. And then Saturday I'm going to Vegas, baby. World Series of Poker.
Dude, that's huge.
So I'm heading out to Vegas. I'm going to play 3 warm-up tournaments, and then I'm playing my 9th World Series main event on Saturday, July 6th. So I got a big stretch coming up here for the team.
Yo, when you're gambling for a living, because you were.
Oh, yeah, for 8 years.
How, when you're waking up every morning, are you just oh, I'm going to work? Or is it yo, we're throwing it down?
I mean, it was kind of more, I was really wired for poker back then. When I was starting, it was all I cared about.
Yeah.
And so, I was pretty, I would usually wake up at noon, and then I'd play 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. every night. Was what I used to do, playing online.
Oh, shit.
It's on the night, because poker was always better at night. During the day.
Why was it better at night?
Because all the recreational people have jobs during the day.
So they're just hopping on late.
Yeah,
just,
like late night.
They were fucking around.
Yeah, I used to always play late night. I was a late night guy.
So,
all the poker games and casinos are better late night too.
So you're one of those guys like, yo, these guys were fucking around late night, and I'm gonna like take their shit.
Yeah, and especially if you're like not drinking at the casino and the people are getting bombed at the table, it makes it a little easier to win.
Yeah.
But no, I was into that for 8 years. Dude, I mean, I still play a lot of poker. I still think I'm good. I've actually got some momentum the last 7 or 8 months. I've been making some runs, made a big final table in West Palm Beach when I got in all that trouble with Dave. But yeah, I'm feeling some optimism on that. Feeling good about I feel like I'm looking pretty good. Right?
What do you think about Dave talking shit about everyone plays poker at the company, and they're like, he could beat you one-on-one. Like, you heard that shit?
Yeah, I mean, he can say whatever he wants. He's Dave Portnoy, but I feel like you look at my poker resume compared to anybody in this company. I mean, I think it's very.
Dude, you got the best resume.
Yeah, it's very apparent.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, but like fucking Nate's about to go at him. Like.
Oh, the Nate Dave stuff's always funny though.
Yeah, but Nate's like saying, give me like 1v5, stack it up. I'll put my 1 to your 5 and like, let's play poker. Like, do you think that these stakes stacked are worth it, or should it be 1v1 20K or like 20K versus 100K?
No, I think it has to be 20. I don't think it's fair
to put the stacks up.
Well, yeah, it's just when you look at it, like, I mean, I think you just got to make it the same thing. You can't. I mean, obviously, Dave has a shit ton more money than Nate, and he always will.
Low-key, I think Nate were like 1v1, like pocket for pocket. Like if you put 10v10, like not inflating the money, but like 10K versus 10K, I think Nate's got the edge.
Well, yeah, I would think so. Dave never plays poker at all.
Yeah,
Dave's like hadn't played since. I mean, Dave used to play on party poker back in the day, I think.
But like Dave shoving $1 million into a hand just like to prove his point. Like to back, like to flush.
That would be funny.
It would be funny, but like he'd win just because like he'd back everyone off. Yeah.
No, it'd be funny, but no, I still feel very optimistic on the poker front. I really do. I've been feeling like last year I wasn't playing very good because I was going through all that bullshit in my personal life.
Do we order tacos?
We ordered wings, I think.
Okay,
we ordered 20-pack wings.
Yeah, we got 20-pack wings. They're coming.
Hell yeah, I got some wings coming.
Yeah, we got some wings coming. Yeah, we got some wings coming.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so I'm getting geared up for Vegas. Thinking my dad's gonna be fun next week. I'm feeling looking pretty good, right? What do you think? Billy's always been a great fitness advisor to me.
You're looking fucking slim, bro.
Yeah, I've been eating, dude. I will the thing.
Lean and mean, dude. Lean and mean.
I feel like I'm 8 pounds over what I was when I ran the St. Jude half marathon last December in like 2 hours 20 minutes, and I'm 8 pounds.
What'd you do the half in?
Like 2 hours 20 minutes.
Oh wait.
But I mean, I feel like being 8 pounds over that's not even bad.
Not at all.
No. So I'm feeling.
Dude, I did the half marathon.
You ran an hour and 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, hour 45. My body went to shock, and I shed 20 pounds in a week. I also got fired on that Monday. So I ran on Sunday. And then Monday morning, I got fired.
From going back road?
Yeah. And then I dropped 20 pounds the next week, just like walking around. I wasn't even working out that hard. Just dropped. I think my body went into shock. I people talk about jumping into like freezing cold waters, going into shock. I think my body went into shock. Anything happen to you like that?
I mean, you ran a half marathon without training.
Yeah, dude. I just pushed it.
Dude, I mean, that's insane. An hour and 45 minutes without training. That's freaking impressive.
Yeah, dude. Beers were sick after, though.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that?
Oh, no. My family signed up. So it was just like.
It was a race.
It wasn't a race. It was like, all your cousins are doing this. Your brother, your sister, they're all doing this. Like, why aren't you going to sign up for the Brooklyn Half Marathon? Like, you got to do this. And I was like, okay, I signed up. And then didn't think about it. And I was just like, oh shit, I got to do this. So I just did it. But it was sick. I beat them all.
That's awesome.
That's the best part.
Yeah. Not even training.
Yeah. But like it's one of those things where like, you know, I train. I like to lift because I do it for my mental health. I lift, I run and lift for my mental health. So like I'll do like I'd like to run with my dog, like, you know, quick mile, quick less than 10 minutes. Dog gets exercise. I get a little run, then I hit the gym afterwards. And I don't live for aesthetics. I don't live for gains. I just lift to feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Just like, you know, I'm repping out 225, not for gains, but just like to get that pump and get that like good feeling, you know?
Yeah, get you feeling alive.
But what sucks about it is like you're throwing like 315, 405 on your back to squat. And you're like, that's very, you know, it's heavy and you're just like, why am I doing this? But you're just like, get that like feeling after you're done.
Get those endorphins.
What's the exercise that makes you go the most, like, what gives you the best buzz?
Oh, man. Well, that's actually plays into tonight a little bit, dude. All I do is my favorite thing is go to these panic shows and just run to them, dude. It's my favorite thing of all time. So, like, I just, like we went tonight, I'll just load this thing up this week and go run 5 miles on the treadmill, just raging the show. That's it. So, I get, like, big runner size. So, I catch runner size usually takes me a couple miles. Like, I feel like the first 2 miles if I'm running are just totally a warm up, and it's like 20 minutes in is usually when I'm like, okay, I feel good, you know, feeling better. And then I kind of catch it after that.
So mile 9 was when I was running that half marathon when I hit that like power glide. When like it started buzzing.
Nice.
Like that's when it was like, oh shit. Like that's when like felt like I packed this in, but I didn't. It was just like run through.
Yeah, man. That's wild. You call it mountain runners on 9 miles. Like I feel like when I ran my half, I've been running a lot of 10Ks, and so I ran like 60 minutes first 6 miles, like doing good. And dude, I hit like a wall mile 7. I just had to go like 11, 12 minutes the rest of the way. But I never stopped. I did it. It's impressive, man. An hour and 45 minutes though.
Where were you during Hurricane Katrina?
I was at Ole Miss then. So I was in Oxford, Mississippi. So about 5 hours north. I had friends that lost a lot of everything, especially in Biloxi. I think about Katrina, I mean, there's so much to it, but I feel like people always forget what happened on the Mississippi coast. Because it's obviously all about everybody knows what happened in New Orleans. But like, dude, the Mississippi coast got freaking destroyed. I
had a cousin in Pascagoula, Mississippi. Shout out the Angel. He had a grooming business. And he was found underneath his trailer with his 2 toy poodles in his hand. Passed away.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wild. No, it's a weird story. So my grandfather's brother worked on the ships down in Pascagoula.
Okay.
So he was in charge of putting the sprinkler systems on the warships. So I think I've said this on a podcast before. His wife had trouble conceiving,
right. So
they may have adopted, or it may be his illegitimate kid. We don't know, but that was the Angel. The Angel ended up being 6'6", 280. Played for LSU.
No shit.
Yeah, dude, defensive lineman. Probably 19. If anyone's out there, 1960, 1950, look for John Cotter, Cotter.
I didn't know you had somebody in your family who played for LSU.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. So he was out there. Then the Angel, ended up passing away during Katrina.
Damn.
But Katrina is wild because, that was the breakdown of it was the first media coverage
of a total breakdown.
A total breakdown of society.
Yeah.
Katrina 2006.
It was 05. It was like August 29th, 05. I believe.
It was 05?
Yeah.
I was 7.
I was
6. I was 6.
I was 22. I remember.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Man.
So I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but like Katrina was wild. I remember watching TV and seeing the prisoners lined up on
Like
the bridges.
Like looting the streets.
No. I remember seeing the guys like handcuff their ankles next to the Superdome because the prison flooded and they just were like, we don't know what to do with you. We're just going to put you on the bridge.
Damn.
Dude, that was wild. I mean, I'm just looking back. And also, that was right when Steve Irwin died. Looking back. I know this is crazy to connect, but I distinctly remember, I might be wrong, Katrina and Steve Irwin dying at the same time.
Really? I knew Steve Irwin died a long time ago. I didn't know it was
Wait.
I didn't know
I need to check this out because I might have just been in the same place.
Okay, because I knew he died. I mean, it's been a long time, but I didn't know if it was that long.
Steve Irwin death was September 4th, 2006. Okay, so it was the year before. So I was in the same place when they both died. But I was 6 and 7 when that happened. So I apologize for my misremembrance.
No, that's close then.
That was wild. So no, I was in the same place. I was at my grandma's house both times during that time of the summer. Like late summer, right? Katrina was
late August.
Yeah. So late summer, I was always at my grandma's house because my parents were like, "We need to go on a vacation. Take the kids, ma." And I was bouncing off the walls at all times. And then my grandma would just be like, "Watch TV." So I'd watch TV. So I just remember I was sitting so it wasn't the same time. I was sitting in the exact same place when I saw Katrina happen and I saw Steve Irwin die. But we're back.
We are back, dude.
We're back.
Fun. This is fun as hell catching up, man. It feels like old times. Did Whitey be all fired up when I came to the door?
Dude, has he gotten skinnier or fatter since you've seen him?
I mean, he looks. I didn't get like a long look at him, but
Whitey.
Come on.
He's asleep.
Yeah.
Get up, dude. Come on, buddy. Come on.
He's out cold now.
No, he's been out in the sun too much. I don't even want to. He doesn't want to get out.
No, he's.
I'm looking at him right now. Come on, buddy. Okay, he doesn't want to get up. He's just absolutely out.
No, it's good to see him. It's good to see you. Like I said, man, It's interesting. Life's funny. Catching up, like you said, it's the best.
Dude, it's sick.
Yeah, we got to catch up a big way tonight, dude. That was. I'm telling you, we had a real.
Dude, what was your favorite songs?
Oh man, well, the Lawyers, Guns, and Money on they played Lawyers, Guns, and Money at the end of the second set. They started the For What It's Worth beginning.
Dude, For What It's Worth was sick.
Dude,
can we play some music right now? Dude, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna put on Lawyers, Guns, and Money.
Yeah, dude, throw on the Z-Bone. Yeah, dude, I know you love that song.
I love that song, dude.
So happy
that song is like, when I was in Uganda, it was like Lawyers, Guns, and Money. I was like, yo, if I get fucking, like, they hold me hostage out here, I'm like, yo, Lawyers, Guns, like, dude, it's wild.
Yeah, no, it was just, it's great.
It's one of those things, dude. Yeah, when I was in Uganda, dude, we'd be driving through the countryside when we're going to see the gorillas in the Bwindi Natural Forest. We get stopped by the roadsides and like we get straight up AK-47s in our face.
What?
Yes, dude. It's wild.
Your guns held to your face?
Yes, dude. And they're like, what are you doing in our country? And I was like, coaching American football. It was wild.
What'd they say?
Oh, they're like, we want to beat Kenya. And they're like, beat Kenya? Beat Kenya. They're like happy about it. It was wild, dude. When you have an AK, dude.
I used to go through when I was living in Rosarito, Mexico. You go through these police, like Mexican police stops.
You were living in Mexico?
Yeah.
How long were you in Mexico?
6 months.
Okay.
I was there like 2013 playing online poker. After the government outlawed it.
Oh, you were in fucking Mexico playing. Why'd you choose there?
There's a lot of people I know went to Rosarito. Like it was easy. You could just go to San Diego and just cross the border. It's just cool. Just living out in Baja, I had like a condo on the ocean. Wasn't bad.
the cartel give you any problems?
I mean, I kept it real low.
How'd you hook up the internet?
We live in condo, you know.
No, but like how'd you hook up the internet to like get it going?
I call some company to fix it. What do you mean?
No, so like you're like, I need high speed internet.
Yeah. Well, I think we lived in like a big condo built where it was like a lot of people did it, but it was fun, dude. It was my parents weren't very happy that I was in Mexico playing online poker for a living, but strikes and gutters. I mean,
How did you survive in Mexico?
man, all I did was chill and play online poker. I didn't do hardly anything.
Dude, like who'd you pay rent to?
I lived in this condo. It was like a pretty big building in Rosarito.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy from Vegas, we just like rented this place. And there was a bunch of expats. It was like right after online poker got outlawed, so a lot of online poker.
But where'd you get food? You go to the supermarket or what?
Yeah, we do that. The funniest part was when they have all the taco stands on the side.
You just eating tacos?
Yeah, but then I have to like try to communicate with them. It was really funny, like me trying to buy North Louisiana.
You don't speak Spanish?
I don't
Uno poquito. Come on.
Habla español. I took 3 years of it in high school.
Uno poquito español. You don't speak it. Did you ever see a donkey show while you're in Mexico?
I did not. So I will say what I did have a while. The wildest thing I did was I went to this tequila fest in Rosarito. Back when I drank, and it was like I spent like $5 and probably took like 20 tequila shots. Dude. And it was like all the hilarious.
Was it good tequila?
Yeah, it's great. And then it was what's the Mexican music? The mariachi music.
Yeah.
So it was like this festival where everybody was just drinking tons of tequila, eating tacos, mariachi music everywhere. And me and my boy Joe McGuire got toe up from the flow up at this thing.
Where's Joe McGuire nowadays?
He's kicking it in Fort Lauderdale, living on the beach, playing poker, he's doing pretty damn good.
Shout out Joe McGuire.
Yeah, he always does that. He's I got respect for Joe. Got definitely respect for my guy. Chills. But that the tequila fest in Rosarito.
No donkey shows.
No donkey shows. They disappoint you. I never did. I'm telling you, I lived near Tijuana. I was like 20 minutes away and never went. Dude, I was just terrified.
Dude. Well, wait, you lived near Tijuana? You never went?
No. Yeah, just like chill.
What was in Tijuana?
I don't know. I've just always heard it's sketchy.
All the guys I know who got killed in Mexico, college football player, professional lacrosse player.
So it's people that like getting in competitions, basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, people getting like bar fights and stuff
Like they got tested and they're like, what the fuck, dude? And then they just killed them.
Yeah. Damn.
Back to the properly scheduled program.
I don't know if is that what you call this?
Yeah, dude,
This is all over the place.
This is gonna be wild.
Midnight.
This is gonna be great.
Post panic, Red Rock.
Dude, how does the altitude affect you?
Man, not too bad this weekend. I've just come up here so many times through the years, so I guess I've just done this. I mean, I try to.
How many times did you come here? Just for the Panic show?
Red Rocks Panic 2010, 11, 13, 18, 22, 23, 24. So I guess I've done this Panic Red Rocks weekend. What is that? 8 times now?
Damn.
A lot. Going on a while. Still as much fun as it was the first time. I can tell you that.
You playing poker around here or no?
I used to play poker at Blackhawk here. A lot.
Oh.
I used to play a lot of poker at Blackhawk. Actually,
It used to be
They've got
blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to, but I played a lot of poker through the years. Just going back way before Barstool.
What were your thoughts on Blackhawk?
I love Blackhawk. It's awesome. It's like you fucking in this old west town and they happen to be casinos and like I don't know, it's got that old feel to it, you know, you just feel like you're like out west, it's like beautiful in the mountains.
Dude, I fucking love $5 blackjack
Yeah.
at Blackhawk.
Nice.
Dude.
Blackhawk's fun, man. I've always loved it.
Dude, I can't wait to just play $5 blackjack and just like play 3 hands and they just go nuts. They're like, oh, you got to double down. I'm like, okay, I'll double down. Oh, you got to split those. I'm like, split them, double down on the 10 and just like go nuts. There's nothing better than $5 blackjack because you can just get aggressive with it. You can just do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to play a good bit back in the day. I probably play like once a year now. I like my thing with casinos. I like playing craps. Like it's kind of my favorite.
Craps.
Yeah, I like that.
How do you play craps?
So it's actually way more simple than it looks because it's like you look at the board and there's like a million bets.
Yeah.
Most of them are bullshit. You don't do them.
Which ones are the right bets?
What you want to do, and okay, so you bet like $5 on the pass line.
Look at the camera. Tell them what you got to do.
Okay, so if you're trying to be smart at craps, like you bet like $5 on the pass, you bet as small as you can on the pass line, and then you have the come out roll. Like say it's a 6.
What's a come out roll?
So like the first roll you make is you're establishing the point. Okay, so your first roll is what the point is going to be. So let's say you roll a 6. That means that 6 is the point. So you're betting that you're going to roll a 6 before a 7. If you roll 7, everything loses. Okay, so you're trying to hit your point before 7. Well, what you do, here's what you do. So you put like $5 on the pass line. You max bet the odds behind the pass line.
Bro, we're gonna have to walk this back. I'm gonna pack this in and we're gonna talk craps because I don't know how to play craps. You know why? Because it's very complicated. And we're gonna break down how to play craps.
Yeah, that's fun.
In a second. In 1 second.
We're gonna get some chicken wings too, huh?
Yeah, when we get them. All right, Ben. So how the fuck does craps work?
Okay, I'm gonna try to simplify this as much as I can. All right, so the first roll, if you're gonna sit at a craps table, the first roll is what's called the come out roll, and that.
So you're coming.
This is you're establishing the point. Yeah, you just throw dice.
You
do dice, you chunk them. Let's say you roll a 6. A 6 is now the point. So you bet 5 on the pass line, and then the reason here's the strategy. You get 50-50 odds with the casino on the odds bets behind the pass line. That's the only bet in the entire casino.
Explain that.
So it's the only bet in the entire casino where the casino doesn't have an edge. Is the odds behind the pass line. So you'll put $5 on the pass line before the point, and if you buy casinos, you can back it up like 10 times, 20 times, whatever. You want to max back it up as big as you can.
Hey, you're talking crazy just because you're talking fast.
Okay.
So the pass line.
Yeah.
The pass line is just the difference between what you throw the first time.
Yeah. So so if you put $5 on the pass line, for example, if you roll your first roll, if you roll a 7, you just win. And if you roll anything else, it becomes the point. And then you could bet odds behind the pass line.
Do you want to go to a casino right now?
Colorado Blackhawk's like 40 minutes away. I'll be honest, I don't think you or me need to drive a car right now. Probably.
No, we're not going to drive. Uber exists.
Uber to Blackhawk at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Probably. It does sound fun.
No, okay, so the come out roll, right?
Okay.
6, 7. You want to get under 7, you win. What happens if you roll above 7?
Okay, so if anything between, if you roll a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, they become the point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you roll a 7 or 11, you win your $5. If you roll a 2, 3, or 12, you lose your $5. And so any of those others become the point. So let's say you roll a 10. Well, 10, there aren't many dice combinations to 10. You know what I'm saying? Like 5, 5, and 6, 4.
Yeah.
So if you bet the odds behind the pass line, like it'll be like 4 to 1. You'll get really good odds because the odds are you're on 7 before 10. Because that's the most dice combinations. Yeah. So basically, you're going to get paid like 3 or 4 to 1 on your money if you go to 10 before 7. Mm-hmm. Because think about it, there's less dice combinations than 10. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 5, 5, 3, 4. Yeah.
There's only 2. And 7, there's 4, 3, 5, 2, and 6, 1. And so basically, you just want to avoid the 7s. The 7s, like in craps, like if you like build up a big roll and you roll a 7, everybody just loses everything. It's not good. Like you just don't even want to talk about like rolling 7s when you're up there. Like that's the whole thing. But the biggest thing though is the 50-50 odds behind the pass line. It's the only bet in the casino that's 50-50. That's it. Yeah. Like you play slots, you play blackjack, you play roulette, whatever. They got the edge on everything. But that odds bet behind the pass line is 50-50. That's why.
Hell yeah.
So it's that even.
So craps just roll 7.
The craps like It's fun though if you get on a hot roll, man. There's an empowering feeling about like having like a 45-minute roll at the craps table without crapping out. Where it's a very big rush.
Are you getting big money in Vegas? Have you ever been a big roller in Vegas?
Man, poker, yeah, but like never gambling like that high. Like I play $25 blackjack, or if I play craps, I put like $3 to $5.
What do you think about blackjack when you're rolling?
I used to love playing back in the day, but I just feel like the poker thing, like I spent so much time in casinos because of poker. I had to train my brain to not see the pits when I walk in there. Because I was in casinos all the time.
Oh, you're going in.
So it's like you have to like the same way I've like wired my mind to like not see alcohol now. Like I just don't see blackjack or slots. Like I would walk through the casino and they just don't exist to me.
Yeah, no
temptation.
So when you're going for a fight, you just blacked out.
Yeah,
you're just like
I just go in there.
I'm going to fight.
Literally, they don't exist to me. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit!
People are like gambling, like right there. I just don't see it. Yeah, just like I'm going to the poker room or I'm going to the sports book. I like that.
Dude, so like, where'd you mop up big?
I did really well at Harrah's, New Orleans. They always have really good games because, like New Orleans, like they always have Mardi Gras or Jazz Fest or sporting event. There's always new people in there.
Yeah,
so I used to do go over there in Beau Rivage, Biloxi, like Tunica, Mississippi, Russia.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I used to love it.
Dude, when you're rolling, dude.
Dude, I had like when I was like late 20s, I ran up. I remember I ran up like 150K poker roll from that.
Fuck. Dude.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I thought I was rich.
Dude, when you were rolling with that.
Yeah.
Like, what you do after you win?
Man, we enjoyed ourselves in New Orleans a lot, especially because I was back when I boozed. Those were wild times, dude. I'll just straight up tell you, man. 2009 and 2014, New Orleans were the wildest days.
Ben is real damn fun now.
Yeah, you just seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It was wide open, dude.
Dude, what were you doing?
We definitely stayed out all night too often, I would say. And we had a wild group of friends that I don't want to say enabled each other, but we all just had a big time together. And, it was fun until it wasn't, I think is how I put it.
So
it wasn't sustainable long term.
I'm going to hit you with a real question. When did it become not fun?
Early 2014, when
when was the moment when it was like, this ain't fun?
Well, I just could tell. Basically, when the 150K I had or whatever I had was down to like 2 or 3K, and I realized I'm like, wow, I blew this money, and I'm drinking and partying too much, and my life is not going in the right direction. It was like Jazz Fest 2014. It was like April 2014. I realized that we hit a low moment. Okay. And I realized I was like, I gotta get out of New Orleans.
But like between that, like let's say 150, what was 100 to 0 like?
100 to 0 was not immediate. It was traveling too much. I was losing in poker, and I was living above my means, and it just snowballed really quick. It was like probably a year and a half.
It was a year and a half?
Something like that.
Dude, you blew 100K in a year and a half?
A couple of years, maybe. I guess it was 2 years. Yeah. Dude, it was not good. I mean, this was 28-year-old me. It was not very smart.
Where were you?
I was in New Orleans, but I was traveling a ton for poker. I don't know. I was just an idiot. Like, I was just young and stupid. That's basically how I describe it. Now I'm just all.
I'm not trying to shame you.
No. Now
but I want to hear about like, where were you? Like, what were you getting going?
Well, I mean, we just I think what really happened was literally I just lived above my means. I would travel all over the country to play poker tournaments and go see Panic a lot, which I did a ton. And then,
shout out Panic.
Yeah, there you go. And then, I lived in New Orleans and partied a lot. No, I just lived it was really just a lifestyle problem. I started losing. I went through a bad losing stretch of poker. I got my ass beat for 6 months. And then I didn't adjust my lifestyle and just looked up and on pro.
Did the women get you?
The women did not get me too bad. Not them.
They didn't get you?
Yeah, no, they definitely get you from time to time. But it was not that. There was no woman to blame for my behavior from 09 to 14.
What was your soundtrack from 09 to 14?
A lot of New Orleans music because I was just like,
Was it Gambling Man?
Rambling Man, all my brothers.
Yeah.
He used to like listen to that. No, I don't know. I always loved all the Noel music. I don't know. I listen to all the Noel music. I listen to a lot of the old school Noel rap too.
Who's your favorite Noel rappers?
Oh man, there's a lot of them. I always like Juvenile, Manny Fresh, and obviously Lil Wayne. I just think the Hot Boys. I loved it all. I don't know. It's all a lot of fun. I still jam a good feeling.
Thank you so much for subscribing to Audio Crack. Please follow and subscribe. Thank you.